but this is the last one I put on here. There's the Mirage versus the Oasis. I like that. So a lot of times you think you're getting somewhere on this path. And a lot of times we have to go through this path before we realize the alternative. Well, there is one more. It's the big one. This is the path of self-confidence. This is the path of self-esteem. Like I said, both get results. Both can get what appears on the surface level to be dynamic and varied sex life. A lot of sexual opportunity, a lot of sexual experience. The pickup route is all about self-confidence. This is another triangle. You find the community because you have low self-confidence, typically, as well as low self-esteem. But you have high interest. This is something you desire, often desperately. Then you have that choice. How am I going to get there? How am I going to get there? So a lot of times we find, we find these products, we find these articles online, and it's like promising you the magic bullet and the quick fix and instant results. And it's all here, right? Even if it works once in a while, right? You're compromising, oftentimes, your honesty, your authenticity, your integrity. You're doing these kind of, you feel weird, I don't know. I hope you feel a little shady and you feel a little like, I don't know, is this right? Should I be telling this story? Am I lying? And it's not enhancing your self-esteem. Think about the difference between self-confidence and self-esteem. Self-confidence it's belief in your ability. Confidence is belief in your ability. I don't talk about confidence. I really don't believe confidence is like the necessary ingredient. So mainstream dating advice always says you got to be confident. And then all the pickup stuff, all the community says you got to have confidence. Confidence is key, right? Confidence is belief in your own ability. If you don't have the ability, you still want to take action. You still want to pursue a better life. So it takes courage. Courage trumps confidence. Confidence is belief in your own ability. Courage is acting despite having no belief in your ability. Confidence says, fake it till you make it. Courage says, act anyway. Action. Take action. And that's what builds self-esteem. Other direct reflections of self-esteem is health. For sure. We've seen how many guys go on this path of instant result. I got to get this shit mastered. Pickup stuff. They drop out of school. They neglect their health. They go out every fucking night being approach machines, and they hit this weird plateau where it's like, I'm not happy. I don't feel good about my life. Self-esteem has to do with self-respect, self-worth. Do you value yourself? Do you value your time? Do you value where you put your attention? Do you love yourself? You can certainly hate yourself and be highly confident. You can do despicable things and be highly confident and competent. Think of, like a career criminal or something. High confidence, low self-esteem. So that's the other dynamic I put onto this. Is choose this path, right? I don't know, it's up to you. So it all comes down to choice, right? So ultimately, to me, pickup, it's like a bribe. It's like all this weird, shifty, shady stuff. Trying to trade your value or perceived value or phony baloney value and status for sexual access. Remember we talked about if pickup is a bribe, seduction is a gift. There is one more. I have so many things on here. Remember Cocky Funny? Right? It was a great community innovation, right? Be cocky funny. It's straight up here. What is over here is courage and humility. And Vince said this too, humility is sexy. There's a lot of convergence taking place in this room right now and through the rest of the weekend. A lot of guys that have never met, never been in field together, never read each other's material, are coming to the same conclusions and having the same sense of awakening, sense of awareness. You want to be cocky, funny, and fake it till you make it? Or do you want to act anyway and develop courage, display humility? You know? And going in field, like doing the approach, man. The less confident you feel, remember confidence is over here, the more humility you need to display. You know? I'm nervous standing up here, right? I'm doing it anyway, because this is my path, this is my passion. This is something I feel I need to share. I feel ordained to share this material. So you go up to a girl and it's like, you know, I'm kind of nervous even approaching you. I don't really know what I'm going to say. But I noticed you. I had to come say hi. Or what was Vince's line? I wrote it down. It's just that. It's just that. You're so sexy. I had to come over and meet you. It's humility. It's being humble. Man, I'm kind of nervous. I can't believe I'm even doing this, but it's just that. I noticed your dress and I'm real curious about it. Where'd you get it, right? So there you go. Courage, humility. I think, once again, I kind of already said this, but these are the extremes. They all have a shadow. In the naming system that I was coming up with, pure seduction is the pimp. And a lot of guys are like, oh, I'm such a fucking pimp, right? That's, I don't know, I think it's a disgusting and like despicable kind of thing to call yourself. But a true pimp that coerces women, coercion's over here, but I still think it's the right word. But to procure women, use them to like, for financial, pimps don't give a fuck about sex. They don't care. They use sex and they use their seductive ability to control women. So that's the dark side down here. The dark side, I already said, of the sexual is like the caveman. The guy has no social calibration, no seductive calibration. He just takes. He takes, forcefully. One thing to always keep in mind is like seduction was created by women. In the old days, it was all about force. It was all about creating that sense of obligation and dominance by sheer brute force. Women got wise to power by using their charm, their feminine wiles, right? To kind of intrigue and captivate and capture the men, right? So I don't know, like that's something to always keep in mind. Like we're practicing an art that was created by women like Cleopatra and Helen of Troy, like all these historic names, right? So what I'm saying is put your attention here. From the sweet spot and kind of a circle right here. So this is kind of to give you a theoretic background of the trump cards that I'm going to go into. Any questions about the triangle?
I have one.
Yeah.
How does the concept of arousal fit into your triangle?
That's going to be one of the 5 trump cards.
Okay.
So I'm going to answer it thoroughly in a minute.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, one question is, I'm not a native English speaker, so what do you mean by ordain?
Ordain, like I was saying, is just a sense of being selected, being chosen
Yeah.
to share your gift.
Share your gifts.
It to me, like, it feels like a sacred thing to finally realize, like, I wanted to be like this anonymous player, right? Or playboy. I always make distinctions.
Yeah.
So I love sex, I love women, I love femininity, I love creating that connection. I love the process of seduction. But I didn't want, like, recognition for it. I was like, my purpose has to be higher, it has to be bigger and better, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I've been doing this for so long. I've been creating so many experiences and also teaching so many guys.
Mm-hmm.
As a seduction purist, I'm not an information marketer. I don't have products. I don't have this stuff, right? I don't have this egoic stuff to, like, attach to myself.
Mm-hmm.
So my realization that I've been ordained in a sacred sense, like, no, dude, you got to get out there and you got to share this. That's all I mean.
And
Like, and I believe each and every one of us have that kind of gift. We have that kind of characteristic or unique trait that we deserve recognition for. And if you heighten your awareness and zone into what it is, absolutely what it is that makes you unique, what your talent and skill is, a community will find you. I didn't seek out the community. This community found me. So a community, a source, a group of people that's ripe and ready to recognize you for your gifts. When you recognize that, that's ordination.
Okay, got it.
Great question.
And another question is, well, you're talking about humility and courage, and you kind of metaphorically replace it for CNF. Maybe not totally your intention, but the question is, I have the feeling I'm getting humility in the wrong way. So how would you define humility? How do you display it? Or like what goes inside of you? When
Being humble,
yeah.
not taking yourself seriously, even learning the process, not taking it seriously. To always be sincere without being serious.
Okay, so
To be warm and generous and honest and authentic, but not to be heavy.
Okay.
Not to be like, seduction is the most serious fucking shit in the world. You better pay attention, right?
So humility is being playful while being like.
Yeah, like playfulness, optimism,
Okay.
open-mindedness, and at the same time to be like relaxed in yourself. Like, look, I just had to come talk to you. If you're not vibing with me, if you don't accept my gift, it doesn't diminish my intention for wanting to give it to you.
Okay.
If you offer someone a gift and they refuse to accept it, your intention remains intact. The desire you had to give it does not change. And then the aspect of humility is like to say, like, you know, I don't take this seriously, and I'm kind of nervous. You know?
Mm.
That's sexy. Humility is totally sexy.
Okay. Cool.
And I'm not saying that as a technique, right? That would be over here. It's like to find your sense of humbleness. Here's a great exercise. I hope this isn't going to throw me like off on time too much. Get $21 bills or whatever your equivalent would be here. Go to an intersection. I notice there's not really panhandlers here, but they're all over the place in the U.S. But try this here. Fucking try this to build a sense of humility. And give them out. Give them out to passerbys. It's like $21 bills. It's one of the greatest ways you'll ever spend $20. In America, it's so hard to get someone to take them. No. Because they don't know your intention. They don't know what is this all about. Hold a sign says, I have to give. I have to give. This is like an esteem building exercise too. Here, take $1, please. What? Try it.
Yeah, no. It's cool.
It's not seduction related, but give it a try, you know?
Okay.
All right.
Can I add one exercise to that?
Yes.
When you have Eastern in Europe, you can also give out chocolate, little chocolate eggs in the club.
Mm-hmm.
It's even more hardcore because most of them think there's drugs in it. So, but
So they
it's
think
fun
there's
to-
like an ulterior motive. And give out the
yeah.
look. This
I
is
just did
this
it
is
for
one of the
fun.
things I've been making a list of things I notice here. Every shop, like 7-Eleven or whatever, has this huge array of candy, and they're not individually wrapped. There's no like protective cover or whatever. This stuff would never fly in America. people would think that it's like, not necessarily poison, but it's like contaminated. Like people put their grimy hands in it or whatever. But it persists. It's fucking popular. I've seen it everywhere. And like tons of candy, dude. You guys must love sweets. Thank you. Thank you. All right, fun stuff. Seduction, enticing others into doing what they really want to do already. Women are complicit in their own seduction. Women want to be seduced. Women desire seduction. Most virtue is a demand for more seduction. Most resistance is a demand for more tension. We want that sexual tension. Guys kill sexual tension by breaking rapport, by being cocky, funny, by teasing, all these things that you're taught to do in this path of the triangle, right? Maintaining that sexual tension. Most things we perceive as resistance is a demand or a request for more tension. Most LMR is a demand for more foreplay. It's a demand to just slow it down. Give her that experience. Give it to her with patience. Escalation, the step-by-step process of making a moment more intense.